What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, just watched the interview that ABNER and Andre Berto and Mikey Garcia did on Fox Sports. They were asked about, what should be next for Manny "Pac-Man" Pacquiao, 8th Division Filipino superstar boxer, and the three of them, in a majority situation, all agreed that Manny Pacquiao should not fight Errol Spence Jr. They all agreed that he should stay as far away from Errol Spence Jr. as possible. If they know Andre Berto and ABNER, who are both world champions at one point in time in their career, both feel like that it could be detrimental to Manny Pacquiao's health if he take that fight with Errol Spence Jr., right? They both said that, you got a wife, you got kids, you got a family. You don't need that type of fight. You don't need that in your life. Andre Berto said to Mikey Garcia, no disrespect to you, Mikey Garcia, but the best opposition for Manny Pacquiao at this point will be the Garcia boys, right? Meaning Mikey Garcia or Danny Garcia. That's the best option for Manny Pacquiao. Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford, they didn't really acknowledge Terrence Crawford. As we know, they have issues with the WBO and the belt, and acknowledging the WBO belt, so on and so forth, right? So they didn't acknowledge Terrence Crawford. He wasn't even an option, right? He wasn't even a thought. And they both, in the majority, all three of them feel like Mikey Garcia even said, as Andre Berto said to Mikey Garcia, that's not a Andre Berto said the best option, because styles make fights, would be to face the Garcia boys. He said, Mikey Garcia, no disrespect to you, or Danny Garcia. Mikey Garcia said, no disrespect, none taken. He said that, Mikey Garcia was in agreement. He said, styles make fights. Andre Berto says he has a better chance in a fight with Mikey and Danny Garcia than he does with Errol the True Spence Jr. He said that you got a family, you want to stay healthy. ABNER said, listen, you got an entire family that you need to support. You got an entire family that needs you. You got kids. Now's not the time to take that type of fight. And I find it ironic, because you get a lot of people that feel like Manny Pacquiao has a chance against Errol Spence. And this is all speaking hypothetically, because we know that Errol Spence has to get past Showtime Sean Porter, right? So we speaking hypothetically, right? But they're all expecting Errol Spence to pass that test with flying colors, that Sean Porter test, right? And so with that said, it's funny, because there's people that actually feel like Errol Spence is overrated. People feel like Errol Spence is, you get reporters that report, like myself, on Errol Spence, and we're called fanboys when we say that Errol Spence is on his way to becoming the face of the sport of boxing, right? They tell us that we becoming fanboys, right? Well, I beg to differ, because Andre Berto, who said that he's staying away from Errol Spence, ABNER said that he feel like Manny Pacquiao needs to stay as far away from Errol Spence as possible. And the thing that I highlighted and got from it the most was the fact that they said, they highlighted and they talked about his family. You got a family, you got a wife, you got kids. So that means that they believe that Manny Pacquiao could be in grave danger if he stepped in the ring with Errol Spence Jr. That says a lot. That speaks volumes. Right? And so with that said, like Mikey Garcia said, styles make fights. And they kind of had Andre Berto and Mikey Garcia had a little like a little funny little laugh amongst them, like they knew a little secret. And he rubbed Mikey Garcia's leg, like it would be better for him to fight, And I reported that they started negotiations, Mikey Garcia and Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao. So, that's a serious option for Manny Pacquiao. That's what I would say, right? Because I know reports behind the scenes told me that there's a strong possibility that fight could come to fruition, right? So with that said, the powers that be must be thinking the same thing. Abner Morris said, but the competitor in Manny Pacquiao, Andre Berto also agreed, and so did Mikey Garcia. The competitor in Manny Pacquiao, if it was up to Manny Pacquiao, he would take the fight with Errol Spence Jr. But they don't expect it to happen, and they both feel, and the three of them all feel like, it would be detrimental to him to take that fight. So, size, skills, ring IQ, athletic ability, Errol Spence, and he's a southpaw, would be just far too much for Manny Pacquiao to overcome at this point in time. But Andre Berto said that it's a strong possibility that Manny Pacquiao accepts it because he wanted to take it as his last fight, as his farewell fight. He just may want to take the fight with Errol Spence to see, where he stands as his farewell fight, see how he fares, and listen, if he's victorious, the sky's the limits. You know what I'm saying? But if he's not, kudos. Hats off to you. It was a great career. You know what I'm saying? So, listen, I told you guys it was Operation Avoid Errol the True Spence Jr. by all means for Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao. I told you guys. Leonard Ellaby, Mayweather Promotion CEO, said the same exact thing after the Keith Thurman fight. He said, no way. If I'm not in control of Manny Pacquiao's career, he says, but if I wasn't in control of Manny Pacquiao's career and I was making the decisions for Manny Pacquiao in his career, I would have him stay away from Errol the True Spence Jr. by any means necessary. I told you guys that. Now you're getting fighters, ex-fighters, and current fighters and former champions coming out and saying the same thing. Avoid Errol Spence for Manny Pacquiao by any means necessary. And there you have it. I told you guys, right? So don't expect to see Errol Spence Jr. Unify against Manny Pacquiao should he be victorious against two-time welterweight world champion, WBC champion, Showtime Sean Porter. Should he be victorious, especially if he's victorious in dramatic fashion and he beats Sean Porter in dramatic fashion in a very impressive manner? No, sir. No, sir. The powers that be will not put Manny Pacquiao in the ring because he's still sellable, right? He's still he's still a cash cow, right? So you could put him in other fights that he has a far better chance of being victorious in, like Mikey Garcia and Danny Garcia. He would be the favorite in both those fights. Why? Because he still has the quickness. He still could dart in and out, and both of their feet are slow, right? Both their hand speed is slow. They're predictable, right? Mikey Garcia in my opinion, has a higher ring IQ and better boxing ability than Danny Garcia. But Danny Garcia has more power than Mikey Garcia. But yet, and still, none of that would matter against Manny Pacquiao because he would dart in and out. We saw Danny Garcia was far too slow for Sean Porter. Sean Porter was in and out on Danny Garcia, and Danny Garcia just couldn't catch up with him. He was missing by inches, but he just couldn't time it and couldn't catch up with him. Manny Pacquiao is far faster. Now his feet are not as youthful, his legs are not as youthful and rubbery as Sean Porter's, but he still has hella foot speed, right? He's not as athletic as Sean Porter anymore, but his hand speed makes up for because he's far faster hand speed wise than Sean Porter, and he has about the same, if not slightly more power than. Well, he has more power than Sean Porter, right? Especially in that left hand, right? So, that would be a problem for Danny Garcia. Now, Mikey Garcia will pose a little more of a threat and a bigger a challenge for Manny Pacquiao because of his boxing ability, his counter-punching ability, and his ring IQ, right? So he would know and make slight adjustments that would give Manny Pacquiao trouble, like Juan Manuel Marquez used to do. But still in all, I expect Manny Pacquiao to be victorious because I think that Marquez was slightly more athletic and quicker and had a better ring IQ than Mikey Garcia, right? And so and he had a little more determination. And so I think that Mikey Garcia is not as good as Juan Manuel Marquez. And so he would give Manny Pacquiao problems, but not enough problems to win the fight. And so I think that Manny Pacquiao those are both favorable fights for him to be victorious. Errol Spence, I don't see him winning. Errol Spence is too big, too strong. Manny Pacquiao's power won't have any effect on Errol Spence. Errol Spence is calculated, he's accurate, and he will pressure Manny Pacquiao with a high guard and walk Manny Pacquiao down, and it will get ugly. You know what I'm saying? So don't expect Manny Pacquiao to step through the ropes with Errol Spence Jr., and it has nothing to do with Manny Pacquiao himself, but the people around him and the powers that be. You get Leonard Ellerbe, Mayweather CEO and promotion CEO. You get Abner Morris, you get Andre Berto, you getting Mikey Garcia, you getting all these people around Manny Pacquiao that advise against it. Don't expect them to step through the ropes. Not gonna happen. Especially when he's still sellable. You still could make money off him. You still could sell him to the public. Not gonna happen. Why put him in the ring with an Errol Spence? So if he chooses Manny Pacquiao to go the route of Mikey Garcia, then it's more likely that you'll see, should Errol Spence be victorious against Sean Porter, you'll see Errol Spence versus Ugas or Danny Garcia next. And then possibly a showdown with undefeated WBO pound-for-pound king, Terrence Bud Crawford. But that's all I got for y'all, man. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed? Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notification. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shouts out to the entire LDBC. Shouts out to New Media. Shouts out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share this video. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.